So while at Tottenham, yeah, there was loads of loans. The reason I've pulled this picture up is because I'm curious, because you've played with some great strikers, like obviously Harry Kane's a great striker, Ivan Toney, cap for England, Dwight Gale, he's, as a Newcastle fan, he's one of my favourite strikers for the season he gave us in the Championship. So what I wanted to ask is, like, when you're in goal, shooting drills wise, is there anybody you kind of looked at and just thought today's going to be long? Having to do this drill with this guy today is just gonna be long. It might not be one of the three in this picture, but I'm just curious because sometimes I remember speaking to Curtis Davis years ago, and I said to him, "Look, who is it you've come up against as a striker who really gave you troubles every game?" And he turned around and said Milan Baros, and it just threw me off because it wasn't a name I expected to hear.
Yeah. Well, in terms of finishing, like finishing drills, probably the best one I've seen is that man there in the picture, Harry Kane. His finishing was like, even when it was in my sort of like under 16, 17, 18 sort of group, he was always like, you could always see he had that about him, but he wasn't physically there yet. He wasn't the quickest, he wasn't the tallest, but he was technically the best, and his finishing was like, he'd hit the corners, but he'd hit them with power. Like some strikers, you can get to the corners because they bend it a bit, so it gives you a chance to get there. But he was hitting those corners with power.
Ever.
Yeah, he'd be out there. Like, I know it sounds a bit cliche, but he'd be out there after training for ages, just striking balls, and yeah, it's paid off. And another one was Jermaine Defoe. He's a different type of finisher. He used like touch finish, so he's not giving the keeper a chance to set. Like all his goals were like through legs and all that sort of stuff. So his finishing was finishers. Yeah, there was Harry Kane, Jermaine Defoe. Another one was, not a name drop, but Gareth Bale was one of them as well. He was one of those where he would just literally his calves were like fucking that, and he would just literally just wobble the ball, and he was like, he'd tell me to go and go for like free kicks, and I'm thinking, oh, for fuck's sake. Doing that, and I was just like, yeah.
Oh, he was Ronaldo before the whole.
Yeah, it was that sort of technique. Because when it first came out, and they're just practicing it, and I was a poor fucker in goal, just trying to stop.